Jazz hands! Why not order more wine? Please, no autographs. Most people are idiots.
Hi guys, I'm Cindy Robinson and I'm a voice actor. I started working professionally in theater when I was 15. And then when I graduated from high school, I moved to Oklahoma City. I went to OCU, Oklahoma City University, which was a terrific musical theater college. And I went to New York and I got my equity card within 3 weeks doing a show called Candide at the Alliance Theater in Atlanta. I got my first Broadway show 4 months after that closed, which was Into the Woods. Stephen Sondheim put me in that. 2 months after that closed, I started doing Wendy in Peter Pan on the national tour, which eventually went to Broadway. And then a year after that, I did Carousel with Nick Heitner at Lincoln Center. I got pretty well injured doing Peter Pan with the harness and all of that because you fly, and my back couldn't take it anymore. So it was like, all right, I look like this, I sound like this, what are you gonna do? Go to LA and get into cartoons. You start from a baseline, I think. I've got my standard 6-year-old girl, I got my 8-year-old boy, I've got my teenage girl, my teenage boy, you know, and you start from that, and then you add an accent or a lisp or a speech impediment or, you know, a cadence. Again, going back to the fact that I'm musical, that's kind of how you find different things. I listen to the radio, I talk to people, you know, everybody, if you listen to an individual, they all have a specific speech pattern. And you just kind of like make it real and figure out who they are from that. I didn't have any grand schemes of being a cartoon actor at any time at all. And that was literally as a default because I was too injured to do 8 shows a week in New York. And it turned out to be one of those things where it was the worst thing that ever happened to me at the time. And it turned out to be one of the greatest gifts that I ever got because this community is brilliant. They are kind, they are generous, they are loving, they are supportive. We are all friends. There's enough work for everybody. If it all comes around, and it's like, if I didn't get that, I'll hear who did, and I'm like, well, duh. You know, I'd have given it to her too. We have the extreme pleasure of nobody knows what we look like.
So we can sound like this, or we can sound like this.
You know, or we can sound like that, whatever. And we can do multiple projects because of it. There are times when you're doing both characters and they're like, do you want to do it one at a time? It depends on the difference in the range, you know.
Because if one of your characters is up here,
And then the other one's down here.
sometimes when you're going back to this one, there's a little crunch at the beginning of the line.
So it doesn't quite sound in voice. And they'll be like, let's go pick that up. Let's go pick that up. So I've done it both ways. It really depends on the range of the two characters and what you're looking at. I am Cindy Robinson. Please subscribe to Verite Voiceover on YouTube.
Jazz hands. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you.
And he goes, oh, hey, you sing? And I went, yeah!